fun. Listen, it's fun.
Get the beats. All right. Shout out to the real. Shout out to the fake. Shout out to that nosy. Yeah.
You better stay in her place.
Get in line. Hey, Punk. I'm here. Big V, Nappy Roots. I'm your host, Smash Evans, and I'm with my co-host, Chad the Saga. Introduce yourself, Big V, and then I pass it to Chad the Saga.
Bad Vito, hot Vito, white Vito. Mama would ask God, my Vito? Yeah. What's happening, man? Vito Banger, man. Kentucky King of Rap. What's happening, man?
You look like you Kentucky King of Rap. You look like you can fry chicken. Chad, what's up?
That too. That too.
Chad the Saga in the building. Pleasure, Big V.
What
And
up?
the Nappy Roots. Good to have some fun talking to you today. Got a couple of little segments we got for you, and then everything we need to know about Big V. The dysfunctionals want to know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so Big V. Shout out to Big V. Let's get into the history of Nappy Roots first so we can bring up the viewers up to speed. It's my first day back in action. It's been a long week. We dealing with funerals, we dealing with birthdays. So it's a big one trip, one emotion to the next. So we trying to get back at it. Shout out to Big V. Talk about it. Talk about the Nappy Roots. Talk about some of the things that happened with you guys.
From the tip ball off the muscle, um, they were going to college in my town. I'm the only local. Um, a cat I went to high school with was playing football. And there was a campus called Western Kentucky University, college in my town. And there was some cats doing music that was serious about it. And were like, they needed you and you needed them. So started doing tapes and putting the words Nappy Roots on sorority colors and fraternity colors. And it started like a novelty thing. And it was locals and campus finally hooked up. And so we started dropping tapes like Master P, and people would steal them. So the CD burner came out, this in 96, 97. And Atlantic Records, a guy named Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was going to college in my small town, and Fitzgerald from the group was on the basketball team as well. So I like to say he got the demo and went west with it back to LA. There was an A&R named Mike Karen that worked for Atlantic Records that signed us to a developmental deal in 98. And then we hit the Chitlin circuit with other acts, like Soleil, 8 Ball MJG, Trick Daddy, guys like that down south. And then Nelly kicked in the door with Country Grammar. And then we dropped Watermelon Chicken and Grits. And life hadn't been the same. We brought you Jazzy Faye and Anthony Hamilton on our first album. And then later on, leaving that label and going over to Interscope and bringing you the hit single Good Day, and became the Kings of Barbecue Music. Old Lady left the kids at my mom's and never looked back. And I left the group in 12, man, and been raising kids doing my thing.
Yeah, I heard about that. When you talk about, I don't want to say it like this, but this is highly dysfunctional. But it seems like you had a deadbeat moms,
Oh, yeah.
and and she came with the kids and said, you know what, I got to focus on me, and you got to take care of the kids for right now. So how many kids was it?
4. So custodial parent
4.
for
And
I graduated everybody.
you had
Yeah.
so you had 4 kids with this woman. You had just started your career.
We
Is that fair to say?
yeah. Small town boy.
All right. So with that said, what do you think she did that for spite?
Of course. Dealing with a new dude that going nowhere. So it seemed more natural, to play that game than this one.
Mm,
If you're a truck driver or a soldier or DJ or artist, you're gonna be gone away from your home 9 months out of the 12. So you're
mm,
probably not gonna get along with your baby's mother's boyfriend or your wife's boyfriend or however you putting it. Um,
mm.
so when you're an entertainer, you at that house and being from a small town, I'm more of a target than damn I grew up with homie, you know?
Mm, mm. So when she dropped the kids off, what was your first thoughts?
What an opportunity. If I don't do it, it's gonna be done wrong. And
Mm,
and a man with no future gonna die silent.
mm,
So it was easy for me to just teach identity again. Like I think what helped Nappy Roots into the game was we came in the game with identity. Our first big single was All My Life Been Broke. Wasn't no nigga lying about how many guns or how much dope or some lying ass rapper with a funny name. The first bars was came in the
mm,
game playing, you see. You feel me? And
mm.
so Nappy Roots came in the game with identity. And that was, I felt like a down south public enemy when we came in the game. So that same iron fist in your home and you teaching identity and daddy ain't for play. So most people naturally click with mama because most mothers let anything go, especially when it defends them, right?
You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah,
Yeah, I hear
I
you.
heard. I hear everybody. You didn't hear us,
Chat,
Smash?
did you hear Big V?
Yeah, you didn't hear him?
I mean, it don't matter as long as y'all heard him. I mean, I can watch it later.
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah.
All right.
Nah, he's coming in loud and clear.
And when you talk about Nappy Roots having an identity, and you talk about how y'all got into the game, and we talk about the game today, and I was just thinking about like, damn, we don't really have that right now.
Now they ran it
We don't
off and
really
they,
have that like that type.
uh-uh. And shit, we wasn't telling you to kill somebody. We wasn't telling you the things that's gonna break up the home and pack the jail.
Hmm.
So that had to go.
They put that social consciousness on the back burner then, basically. So,
Yeah,
Yeah, you
that
do.
had to go. I get that all the time. I get that all the time.
What
I got
the
kids in
Cedric
St.
did in
Louis
Phoenix?
too. That's really, yeah, I get that. I get that twice a month.
Yo, I'm
I
bugging
get
out. You even sound
that.
like him a little bit. I'm tripping over here.
Man. But yeah, man, we came in with
Word.
identity.
But yeah, you
Yeah.
don't really have that type of sound and type of artists that come out swinging like that. And I want to say it's by design, but it's like there's got to be somebody that can break the doors down being that type of artist. And I'm just like, then there's nobody right now.
Nah,
And
man.
that's crazy. Because
It's
back then we had a variety of artists.
yeah, I toured with Talib Kweli.
different
Oh,
type of stars in their own right. And it's crazy that we don't have that today.
nah,
And I wanted to get your thoughts on that.
it's
We
more
still
marketable.
frozen?
Nah,
Uh,
I'm hearing you perfect. It's more marketable.
am I frozen though?
Yeah, you ain't
You're
moving.
you're 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 flickering. Yeah, yeah. Because I got the stream on
Uh,
another system and you're froze.
oh, me?
Now you're not, but you're delaying.
Yeah, you
Me.
kind of delaying.
Oh, me?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Right now,
you good now. But
So
yeah, man, we come in there and it was about murder. It was about some lame scene that you're not. And Nappy Roots just wasn't those guys. So it was easier to make one guy us and let him revive the label. When we met Kanye, they wouldn't let him rap over at Rockefeller. Even when he was in the group, let's see, Slum Village, they used to open up for us that tainted love. Or maybe I'm selfish. I'm calling. Dun, dun, dun. That was him and John Legend, right?
mm,
And he wasn't rapping over Rockefeller. He was showing them what the Midwest do with H to the Izzo, V to the Izzo. And,
mm,
and we already had came with that church organ. None of our music was samples. It was all no, hell no, boy. Y'all done up and done it. Like the first one, and then Po Folks introducing Anthony Hamilton, and then these guys were opening up for us, and Kanye come over to Atlantic Records.
mm,
Um, so it was the voice of the common man then, and then Ye took it somewhere else, and he revived the label, and it was easy to move one then six.
mm. So where you at with the other label mates?
Oh, I hadn't talked to anybody in group in 15 years, man. We were, like I said, I met them in my town.
Mm,
And, when if you watch Cadillac Records or you watch NWA, somebody he feed one of them and somebody else get juked, right?
mm,
So then he fed Skinny. And then, when you wake up and the publishing is different and you're looking for your shit, and after the 20-year mess around and he's got it, his lawyer, and it just happened. Oh, that's what happened. So what was done in the wash came out in the rinse. And shit, I created something else. I was a weed man before I did Nappy Roots.
mm,
So I went back to the same handhill that made me a star with this time with a tax ID number and a corner store office. And
mm,
and our second album got downloaded 11 million times illegally. People had them silver discs and wanting us to sign them. And so I look like anybody short of $80 million on the terms of that. And then, but the amazing thing through that was 11 million people fucked with it.
mm,
You see what I'm saying?
a gift and a
mm,
curse.
Yeah. So I got the data, and then having custody of my children and was trapped into this black version of Miss Doubtfire. Seems like, PTA meetings and all that stuff. I realized we knew 11 million people, so I created a QR code that you scan with your phone. Don't nobody want no disc. So I created a QR code with my music and started putting it on cannabis products. And
mm,
before COVID, so I've been at this thing in retail for about 5 years,
mm,
and just creating the QR code. People scan it with your phone, and $20 from 5,000 people is 100 racks. So I started putting out albums that way, and the
mm,
internet made the world real small.
mm,
So with an 11 million people that know you or the good part of the movie you hear, you're gonna have a good day. And ain't nobody gonna cry today. And so people want to know what happened to those people. Well, Big V left the name in the floor. Prince said if I changed my name, I would live. And so I changed my name from Big V to Vito Banger in the middle of the campaign. I never got the publishing from those records until 2018. I started seeing royalties from Good Day.
Mm. And why is it that the paperwork was so messed up, or
Oh,
somebody
and
you trusted, did some foul, or a member
yeah,
of the group did some bad
yeah,
stuff?
yeah, he did that sucker shit. Knowing who I am in it, I didn't think it was possible. You
uh,
feel me?
yeah, you
So
think it was capable he would do that to you?
yeah, like boy, you the vials. I'm what goes in them.
Mm,
You know. So I learned. I bought that lesson. So being a solo artist before Nappy Roots and being what I was before, I just created this system that worked better for me. And I
mm,
stopped playing, stopped playing the games with this politics shit, all that shit that go with that. So I just started selling my music like this. I created,
Basically, you're the label.
yeah, and then, you know, and buy cannabis products as the Digi Wax or shipping out the album like that. You see what I'm saying?
mm. I mean, so I see a lot of people, trying to venture into that type of market, mainstream, independent. They're all trying it anyway now. The music game is so spread out, and you got to find a way how to market your own product. So, with that said, how do you feel about the industry right now?
Um, as a kid, man, I came into the game wanting that 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, that shot with the ball. And
Mm,
then when you get there and you find out the Wizard of Oz is Richard Pryor, you know. I'm like, man, I did all this training for this shit, you know. So then I sat there with Prince and I sat with Rick James and I sat with Richard Pennington. And all these guys we all had the same thing in common. We created a genre that wasn't there.
mm,
Like you never seen superstars holding that red cup sitting on the porch and putting hip hop in a wedding band in the back of a truck bed and and taking her down south, slowing her down, giving her gravy and rice, you
mm,
know. And and that's what we did and showed hip hop in our way, growing up watching all New York rappers on BET.
mm,
And we from Roxanne Shante live on stage to check out my melody, and so forth and so on, and till about till about 91. Then the Ghetto Boys, and here come 8 Ball MJG and UGK, and to be a part of then Master P, and to be a part of watching Andre holler about the South got something to say, even though they beat Mobb Deep in that contest and got booed. And those folks still had jobs when we came through and
mm,
imitating how we talk. How y'all doing? I
mm,
see slow ass niggas. We cool, I guess. But I, the industry when I got there, I felt like it just robbed the fuck out of Nappy Roots. We created this genre, and then everybody started doing us before we even did it. Like we came
mm,
out with watermelon chicken and grits, and then Ludacris named his shit chicken and beer the
mm,
next month after, or and you watching all these folks that's putting gospel in their music after Nappy Roots. That
mm,
that it wasn't there, and to push. Okay, when we came in, music sound like this, and it was samples, and everybody was just Blaze and Kanye West and what's that nigga? Swiss Beats. You remember?
So
And
it's
then,
good, definitely.
yeah, Nappy Roots come in, then the music started sounding a little different. You know, everybody wanted to go to church with it. And
Mhm.
so before we got our shit off, everybody was doing us.
That's definitely what black culture is about. You know, we mimic each other. As soon as something get hot, we jump on that and house it. You know what I'm saying? That's what we do.
Man, that fucked me up, man.
Yeah, that's what we do.
Everybody was talented when I got there.
Nah, we bite everybody. Black people, we bite everything that somebody else is doing. But even then, though, you still had people doing their own things, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You had the nappy roots, and they was able to be there. You know what I'm saying? Right now, I'm like, damn. Just for me talking to you, I'm starting to think like, damn, going through the history, I'm like, we don't even, it's no, it's none of that now. It's none of that now. And it's weird. It's kind of weird. It's kind of a weird thing when you think about hip hop and where we're at right now today. And hip hop is such a weird place today that it's kind of confusing considering that back then we had different type of stars and different type of rappers. And they were stars in their own right, but they were still stars. Like we knew the stars in this genre. Probably had a few joints you liked over there. You knew about Will Smith shit. You know what I'm saying? You knew about
Yeah.
his hit.
Yeah.
You knew
Yeah.
about the Bigs, the Tupacs. You know what I'm saying? The
Yeah.
Ice Ts. You knew about that. Then you had the Brand Nubians, the Mob D. Everybody was
Yeah.
different.
Yeah.
You had that, and you
Yeah.
don't have that now. You don't have
No,
nobody doing no different stuff, putting
hell
a
no.
message out there.
So
Back then we had different lanes, right?
yeah.
Like a 8 lane highway compared now to a single lane
Two.
highway for the most part,
Yeah.
two maybe, you know.
Yeah.
In a way, I think we need that back, man, because even those type of rappers, you had the Brand Nubians and the Slum Villages,
Yeah.
and they was stars, and they was promoted as
Yeah.
what they was in their lane. You know what I'm saying? Then you had the other ones, and it was all competition.
Yeah.
Everybody might took shots at everybody, but they still had their lane and they were celebrated for having that lane. And that's what I don't see now. It's like there's not appreciation for people being individuals nowadays. You know what I'm
Uh-uh.
saying? You're not
They
being,
started doing deals and for budgets and
Mhm,
lying about
Mm.
clicks and all kind of shit to where okay the money got spreaded and it became $1 billion thing, but the talent got so scarce. Like most cats my age, they cleaning up the car, they popping Jada Kiss. I remember you could pop Kiss, DMX, and and another act from there. And then you go down south and you get something, or you go out west and E40's done something new, and or whatever. Now it's like okay, 40's still doing what he do, and then we smoking weed on the Hudson River on day parties, looking at the Statue of Liberty. Like it's so much freedom now, than it used to be. But you remember when you just had to go to New York? Like when I was in the city when Nas dropped Ether, I was standing next to Big Daddy Kane when he got the news about Jam Master Jay. We was at the Tabernacle together, and where you used to go to Beach Street and get the beats to float. You remember when you step in the labels, you go for 4 5 days, and you didn't get no sleep, and you seen everybody.
Just out there.
Yeah, while you was there, I I think we took the adventure off for this shit. There's no more Wizard of Oz.
mm, mm,
When we started letting people get behind the scenes at the video, that wasn't close enough.
mm. Yeah, I disagree. There's too much behind the scenes stuff with everything. It took the novelty away from everything.
Yeah.
It's like, you know what? It's nothing special about nothing no more.
Hell no, they don't cheer for LeBron while he's doing him.
Hmm.
That other nigga don't even play no more. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah, yeah. And then it got so much behind the scenes shit that everybody wants to show the process. It's like everybody think they can do it too. You have that effect too. Like, and I can do that.
yeah, man. But
Everybody feel like they can do anything.
Hip hop's 53 years old now. She got gray hair.
Mhm.
Back in our day when it was a young man's sport, we thought. And now she got gray hair. Like now it can be like Aerosmith or the Grateful Dead
Long
or
lasting.
yeah, now it can be like Fleetwood Mac. When I go get the lawn chairs and go watch Kanye. I
Mhm.
go watch Jay-Z. I'll go watch Mob Deep, the great acts with catalog.
Mhm.
I'd love to see Cypress Hill.
And you know what? That's a good point because hip hop was so young, we didn't have that. We didn't have that. You know what I'm saying? We always talk about, well, oh, you too old to be doing this. Then, oh, what about rock groups and da, da, da. We wasn't old enough to have our
Older
great,
rappers.
yeah, get older and grow with us and, continue to make music. And yeah, we wasn't like that. Yeah, nobody's putting that message out. Yeah.
Now it's like the BB. I feel like the BB King of rap or a
Hmm.
Bobby Taylor. Or if
Hmm.
rap was basketball. In the
Hmm.
group Nappy Roots, I was old ugly Paul Pierce. My game was pure, but wasn't a lot of marketing behind it. We won as a team.
Paul,
But
you ugly.
yeah, by myself now, that's like Tracy McGrady with that motherfucker, or
Mhm.
the Greek Freak. I did it from here without anybody but you
Mhm.
know me. And so, like I said, just to me, hip hop is in a makeshift version. And she's 53 years old and she has gray hair now.
Mhm.
So we should have genres. It's still, I still look at Outkast as the Grateful Dead. Shout out to Pharrell and Tip for that new single. All that
Mhm.
shit is purity Tennessee whiskey, you know?
Mhm.
And just ready to see all the big artists come back and give us what we want. And maybe we have those lanes, we just got to exercise them and stop lying about clicks in the paper and get back to the art. If you're doing what you love, the fortune's sure to find you, right?
Mhm. Shout out to the real Chad. Take it away.
All right, Big V. So on Highly Dysfunctional, we have something called this or that. I'm going to give you two options. You're going to pick the better of the two. Okay?
All right.
All right. First one, tour bus sleep or hotel bed.
Tour bus sleep.
Why is that?
So you can wake up in the next city. You go to bed in that hotel shit, you gotta do all that old lame ass shit when you could sleep through it and get up and enjoy the next spot, and live more life. You go to sleep when you're at home. You out here to work. You get the best out of the tour bus.
Studio all night or stage all day?
I'm a creator. I love the studio all night. Keep me out of the trouble. I like to make the music and watch them vibe.
Mixtapes or streaming era?
As a mass streaming era, no gatekeeper. You remember you used to have to see somebody to get your shit played. Now it's 5 or 6 keys that ain't biased to nobody, that didn't grow up in the South, that has never packed record crates, or has never
Are we on the
been,
other side of the world?
yeah, like I could be in Seattle, like this interview that we doing now would have cost all us $1,000 back in those days. And Lord forbid life be life.
Mm. Good perspective.
So I like what's up now, like, it ain't just a poor man's story. FIFA sells more than Madden now. And people just like good music. And hip hop don't have to be tough anymore. It don't have to be stupid. And it don't, it can be its own thing. So I like it now more than trying to fit a genre of a mixtape to people who's not gonna buy your shit anyway.
So you feel like it's more diverse now compared to back then, like the area and the people that got, whatever shine they got was more controlled. Now it's more, you can be out there, you can hit your fan base and the people that need to enjoy it, enjoy it. That's pretty much.
Yeah. You remember in my day it was 3 spots: MTV, BET, and the Fuse. God
Mm,
forbid you almost good enough, but you never get to those spots and those platforms.
mm,
You remember we used to watch Soul Train and Don Cornelius
mm,
and all those and did those as a rising artist. And now those outlets, they you remember when you made it to those shows, you were somebody that
well, good, yeah,
it gave you
yeah.
spots,
That was a
stripes on your
big
jersey.
difference. Right,
And now ain't no certification. Remember you had to go to Harlem and
right.
do the Sandman and rub the log.
But
And
but then but then I gotta say that there's a catch 22 to that because then a lot of times a lot of things get in that shouldn't be
That
in.
shouldn't be in.
Yeah,
right.
because of the same thing. So I guess it's pros and cons with everything.
Yeah. And me, myself, thanking God that I was heavy enough to weigh in on that scale and this one,
Mm,
to be platinum in that time where
mm,
you had to get out of the car and go into the record store. You
mm,
had to pose that kind of interest.
mm.
So now it's on your phone. Hell, you could be MC such and such if it bop, you know. And
Mm,
now even if it don't bop, hell, we used to love the drug dealer. Now they love the drug user. It's just
mm.
changed, you know.
It's definitely okay for you to be cracked out on camera. It's just, as long as you got a few dollars, it's not embarrassing, man.
Nah, man, it's a different, the ongoing rate for monkey is $40.
Mm, for the monkey.
When we used to eat commercial restaurants and go to Cheesecake Factory,
Mm,
and shit, that was doing it back in our day.
mm.
Now shit, they got a brunch over at Tyrone's and shit, yeah,
They're definitely pumping that Tyrone's.
yeah, shit. Po Applebee's ain't got a chance. They're
Yeah.
smoking weed, shooting dice,
Yeah,
got
yeah.
big screens
All in
outside where you
one.
can cuss and watch the Super
They got
Bowl.
the whole black aura in there.
Yeah, Po TGI Fridays can't
Mhm.
compete. Smell like a nursing home.
Yep,
You
that's a fact. And they shutting down in alarming fashion. And a lot of
Oh yeah.
things are, so when we talk about things that's shutting down and things progressing, the music, the world, I mean, it's a lot of things going on in the world right now. Where you at it? You see what's going on. We see Trump, we see what he doing.
I think everybody got tired of the regular way. Traditional ends one way.
Mm,
Trump's second term, he realized I came like a buster last time. Let me quit bullshitting with these people and show them what I come to do.
mm,
And that's the way of the world now. They
mm,
don't cheer for heroes. They trying to find something wrong with the Bible,
mm,
LeBron James, and me. Just shit.
mm,
Everybody got to go. They're going on a witch hunt. Uh,
mm,
they on the tape fucking who?
mm,
Shit. Anything to get you
mm,
in the dunking booth.
mm,
Shit. Ain't nobody got no proof, and you guilty till proven guilty.
That's a
How it's
fact.
supposed to be.
Anything bad, you definitely guilty.
Yeah, man. Ain't no good news about no
Definitely
damn
guilty.
body. Uh,
No damn body.
nah, man. I don't hear that shit. Uh-uh.
Oh man. So let me ask you, man. So the world's first up. So growing up, man, and when you fell in love with hip hop, man, like who was the people that brought you to the game?
Man, my mother evangelist. So she played chords and was in a gospel group
Mm,
early, and I watched Bobby Jones, and I was around a bunch of undertakers and dope dealers. I come
mm,
from segregation. My stepfather was a garbage man, and my
mm,
mom twisted the back, so songs and Sam Cooke known to move heavy burden.
mm,
And then Michael Jackson and Prince were my big end pop. Now I'm back my yard was the American Legion, and songs make you do a bunch of shit. And
mm,
even when segregation was over, we didn't move out of those neighborhoods.
mm.
So so the influence with me was always old school winos singing their heart out. I didn't run into like I like the Fat Boys and Disorderlies and shit like that.
You do.
I like Michael Jackson's Bad album. I didn't lose my cool going to junior high. You know how most people conform and wanted to be something else.
Be like,
Like my partners like NWA and Ghetto Boys, and my partner like Scarface eat your ass up. I said, you gonna give me a chance? It's just that's what you stuck on.
Mm.
And so um it was a lot of cats like just when Menace to Society came out, that
Monster.
that fucked my whole small town up.
Mm-hmm. I'm from a small town too. I know. Fuck me up too.
Yeah. So and I was always farm raised and a child of evangelists and people and shit to where I always had identity. Like that's nice and shit. Niggas after that movie, niggas was walking around sucking foolers and drinking out of baby bottles and sticky pants and shit. It's just man, I was like, damn, like that, like that. And
He said like that, like that.
you know, so so man, like I said, I was really enthused by Big Daddy Kane, but I wasn't dark and smooth. And then I like when Buster left the group, but I didn't know nothing about Timberlands and shorts.
Mm.
First plane I ever been on, I was going to Atlantic Records.
Mm.
Yeah,
So how old was you then when you was going like that? How old was you when you finally got that shot?
21.
21. So you
Yeah,
21, you finally got that shot. But you said you wasn't dark, but if you wasn't dark, what was you?
man, just I was a nigga out hustling, country boy. Wanted just
Hold up, you ain't light though, so
I
you ain't
know back in my day they call you shit color,
shit
and
color.
yeah, back in
That's they called us.
they called it shit color. You wasn't color El DeBarge. Them you light skinned niggas was in there, them old butter color motherfucker, beige bastard. You know, uh, yeah, them light skinned niggas was in there.
So they just
So
say shit. They just say shit color.
shit color. Before Big E and Aaron Hall come out, we could forget it.
We bringing the shit color back, then, nigga.
Uh,
Yeah,
them
we
old
bring
good times was my pinup girl.
it
And so yeah, man, my partners listened to all that music. And then once I heard 8 Ball and MJG,
Oh, that's one
somebody
of my favorites.
somebody talking about petty mills and slick women and cars and not no bullshit in their rap about you killing 6 niggas and ain't done no time or somebody got your publishing and you just goddamn guys. Something, you know, it's
Mhm.
just when I heard them raps, man, it was just,
And they're underrated, by the way. Gotta
I
put
don't
that
think
out.
so. Down here, they the Hennessy of rap.
They should be celebrated a lot more.
Yeah, I
Like,
done
yeah,
told you they ain't cheering for LeBron.
that's a fact. They're definitely rooting for his downfall
Yeah,
right now.
yeah,
Right now, right
yeah.
now, going on. So, what do you think about Nicki Minaj? You know, you know,
I'm
you
too
know.
old to know. Shit. When last hot girl I seen was Kim and
I was gonna say Kim.
Yeah.
The
My
last hot
kids,
girl I found was Foxy Brown. That's my day. I don't know
yeah.
about these new. I don't know about these new girls nowadays. Nah,
I'm
my
sure
girl.
she's the shit. And my daughter them dress up for like Halloween. Put on pink hair like Nicki Minaj,
Yeah,
you know.
you know.
Um Wayne and them boys down south pulled it off penniless with new money, with Wayne, with Drake, with Nicki. Just proud of that movement and where Baby and them took it as black entrepreneurs. And shit, if you gonna stay in Hollywood, you know what it takes.
It takes everything, especially if you're black.
Yeah, you better not pose no threat. And to make sure you don't pose no threat, there's a few bridges you got to cross.
And
And
yeah,
show your ally.
when you say a few bridges, man, because I was thinking about this, like when we think about our big stars, and it's like and I don't know, it's only but so much that you can fight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then at some point you got to play the game too. And I think that, sometimes even us, we get a little hard on our stars. Like, they're under mass pressure. When you get to
I,
that level and they putting you in front of the cameras and they giving you that money, and it's not like a lot of us, and we don't own them places that we need to own. Our
sure.
stars up be under pressure, man. Like,
But you realize what we calling about a star? You remember when you and I were kids and we go to the fair, the carnival, there was the 8-foot man, the 75-pound rabbit, the woman with 3
A
tits,
hairy woman, yeah.
the bearded lady. You
mm,
had to be a freak to be in the carnival.
mm,
Burp,
Freak show.
burp, 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 right? They let too many plain motherfuckers around. They do all the gossip.
mm,
You see what I'm saying? That's what fucked
Mhm.
up Hollywood. Mimi was a runaway that been raped, taped, fucked, strangled, and
mm,
she gets up there and can sing like a motherfucker. Remember
mm,
we used to congratulate that, right?
mm.
Then they
Yeah.
start letting regular folks in the game that ain't been through none of that. So the
Mm.
music ain't been the same since Ike Turner. Uh, uh, you feel what
Yo,
I'm saying?
yeah, they ain't putting that pain in.
Hell,
And
they can't
organic.
live none
And a
of it.
garnet.
They
Yeah.
ain't putting that pain and they ain't whooping no ass.
Yeah, like Mike and them was turned out, and
Yeah,
whatever made R. Kelly, you had to go through that kind of drill. You feel me?
yeah. Nigga,
So, so they got these regular motherfuckers in here that mom and pop. I would never, no, and your music sound like it.
Mhm.
yeah, whatever happened to R. Kelly, man, that was
Yeah, look at Rita Franklin's story.
that shit was rough.
But couldn't nobody out sing that motherfucker, could they? And
Yeah, that
and
pain.
I was there at the inauguration. I was on Senator Obama's campaign when he was going everywhere. They
Mhm.
had Mary J. Blige and Beyonce Knowles out there in D.C. at the inauguration. But when they got ready to bring the man out, they moved them young hoes out of the way. Brought that old sewing machine out that don't miss. Brought Aretha Franklin out. It was a million motherfuckers out there crying.
Mm,
Uh, what I'm saying is, it took freaks to be in the carnival.
mm,
Andre the Giant, the eighth wonder of the world, you
mm,
know, big people like it that's been through shit that
mm,
make them spit the pretty things. But
mm,
then they start putting these regular motherfuckers in here that ain't been through much, and then you got the hardest nigga walking around, that rapper. He wants the women and the bitches. That nigga's talking about my life. I'm the motherfucker, You
mm,
ain't got no talent though.
mm,
So that's what happened.
mm,
He stole your story.
Yeah, ain't no more freaks than the carnival.
mm. That was a good analogy. I liked that one. I'm,
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to
yeah.
take. I'm gonna have to take that.
Gone. You can,
Yeah,
but yeah, but ain't no more freaks in the carnival. Everybody's playing,
mm.
and so shit. The music sound like that for the most part.
And when I listen to your music, you have a few different sounds.
I don't get mad. I get money. That or the funeral of a good man. Have you ever seen one of those?
mm.
Or I don't fuck with who you fuck with. Know your friends ain't my friend.
That's my shit. I don't fuck with who you fuck with.
Yeah.
That's my shit right there.
That's that spade playing music. That's that dark liquor.
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah, that's my shit. Yo, put that shit on, man.
man, and I just stay in those lanes.
Mm,
And still I got a country music album because I'm from Kentucky.
mm,
And doing it sober makes me want to be drunk. And
mm,
it sounds
Mhm.
like that. Still a great writer, man. And been around a lot of talented people, and just to stay in the lane that I stay in, just diversity. I love Fleetwood Mac. My favorite song in life is "Human Nature" by Michael Jackson. So, and I still listen to Kenny Rogers and Lionel Richie and Sam Cooke and Joe Simon, Bobby Blue Bland. Still, maybe hit Lady Gaga. I like the acapellas. They really hear what somebody was saying. KC and JoJo.
So where you at with the production and all that? Where you at? You do some of your shit or you?
Yeah, I produce all my music. Um, then you get a beat pattern from somebody online and buy the rights, and then you add the instrumentals, you add the music to it. Like the last album Nappy Roots recorded was with Organized Noise, and Rico Wade, rest his soul, he the one freed me from the group. He showed me I was Lionel Richie, and all this publishing money should be mine. And he explained what Skinny was doing. And he explained to me he had a nephew named Future. He said, I can't put out your music because don't nobody in Atlanta like you niggas. We don't want y'all to have this as your number one market. And they'll hurt me if I put you niggas back on top. I said, well, what you doing right here? Oh man, these some suckers with some money. Skinning them with some white boys beating them. So I figure I beat Skinning them too. So he gave me the game. So I left Happy Roots. And
Was you the first one to leave?
now Prophet left a long time ago. He wanted to be a solo artist.
What happened with those people?
Man, I don't know. I wasn't really their friend. I just know when somebody's getting away from you, they done something wrong. And without saying. So me, I let you get comfortable in stealing, and then the paper got its own track record.
Hmm.
And then
So you didn't even like
mm-mm.
when shit went south, you didn't reach back, try to talk.
I went home, got these kids. I was a weed man before. Nigga ain't gonna talk to you when he owe you some money. That's the last thing he gonna talk about.
Yeah.
So it's been 15 years and you ain't came to me with shit. That means
Even with all this touring money they got, like, there's a lot of
we
money on
don't,
the table.
man, I done told you, I got what goes in the vows. He went and talked to the white folks with the vows. So when you decide where the money belongs to and come holler at old Eddie with the check and 15 years of your fuckery, keep that in mind. We can take off from right there. We ain't friends. I ain't got to ride in the car with your punk ass. I hear none of that bullshit. So it's just be about business then. So if you're a thief, you got to be about business. And somebody who don't know, they don't know where they pick up at. You see what I'm saying? Somebody who stole from you and bullshitted you, they don't know
You
how to
gotta
do
pick up that check. You gotta pick up that check and pay it
Yeah.
back.
Yeah, they
So
don't
you
know
Start
what to say to
anything.
you. They don't know how to approach it. They don't know
yeah,
how to,
so it's like that. And for me, it's that simple. Just clean up what you messed up. I give you that kind of chance. It
yeah.
can't be personal, can it?
Mm,
I don't like you enough to be mad at you. That mean I give a fuck.
mm,
So with that, with me, I'm still doing units. Now it's watermelon chicken grits table for one. Still eating when I drop my strand. So, so it didn't really change me except for now I don't look out for nobody. If I wrote all now poor folks and I am good day, what did I lose?
mm. Shout out to the I think that's you got a lot of wisdom in there, but I still think that's fucked up. It's a fucked
Oh
up.
man, people will do you the way they think you can. You got to play a fool to catch a fool. But if you tell somebody, I see you, they'll just switch their route. So you got to let them get comfortable in their thievery.
Get
And
the
then,
enemies close.
yeah, everything got a paper trail. And then I had to wait till the kids get out of the house before I wanted my money. Or the old lady get it for palimony. You dig it? So now I'm an empty nester. Now I want mine.
Definitely.
And then if that ain't available, God's still doing all right with me.
Shout
Amen.
out to the real Big V.
Yeah.
When you think about Big V, when you think about the name, who you are, what you represent, give me one word or one sentence.
Means music, working class music. Um, Most people compare me to Scarface my whole life,
No, you do, you do.
and
Some of your joints, I thought it was Scarface.
people do that to me without enjoying my life.
Mm. That's not a bad compliment, though. I ain't never heard
I
nobody
mean,
say
they could have said Milli Vanilli.
that.
You know, they could have said that, but I think he does some things well, and I think I do things well.
That's what
I think like ignore the sound, and you can tell who's who. He's
mm,
from niggerdom. He's from Houston,
mm,
uh, predominantly black. Well,
mm.
flip my music the other way. Kentucky is 88% white.
Yeah, you have a little rock. I wanted to ask you about that. It's like a little mixture there.
Like I said, mom was in the choir, daddy was a wino when that met. I'm an ex-football player,
What position you play?
fullback.
Out of trucks you in school.
Proudly. I didn't make but all state.
Mm,
I wasn't all world. I only made all state twice. But
mm,
the first time I ever picked up that microphone was like Uther's son Arthur in Excalibur. Couldn't
mm.
nobody move the stone but me. You know what I mean? Everybody else pulled and yanked. But
Everybody else pulled and yanked.
you know, like coming from Kentucky and being compared to the great my whole life and still wind up becoming one myself and
Mm,
in jukeboxes at Waffle House. And all I ever wanted to do was be on MTV.
mm,
And there wasn't a culture here. We didn't have a big radio station. We don't have a urban radio station when I dropped. The biggest store here was Super Walmart.
mm,
So you see what I'm saying? Just being dead. I can't imagine if I'd had a big brother.
mm,
Nabaru, when I met Andre Harrell, he's like, man, who writing this music and shit? I said, you looking at him. What's up? Well, how you eating? Who else you feeding? Let me see if I like the farmer or not. And
mm,
then bumping into Prince Nelson, he was like, if you really who they say you are, change your name. So I went from Big V to Vito Banger. And my homeboy from Kentucky wrote Lollipop for Wayne and was killed in 3 days. Static Majors. And he had, that's when all these folks were turning up with pneumonia. He died the same way Andre and Heavy D did. So I didn't know if I wanted to do music at that level yet.
mm.
So I seen my kids grown. Now I'm back to dropping platinum hits, and hopefully they don't do me like Angie Stone before I got my money, before I get my money. She was due about $15 million before she was the only one killed in that car accident.
Mm.
So, when you really make it in hip hop, sometimes the money, you got to think who owns the business for real. Them mafia hits, homeboy.
Heavy.
So,
That's heavy stuff.
yeah, my homeboy Static Majors from Player, he wrote Lick, lick, licky, licky like a lollipop. Wayne's first on the Carter 3, right? His first number one hit.
Hmm. That was
He,
his biggest joint.
he lived for 3 days. So where'd the publishing go to?
We gotta check that out. And I'm glad you said this right here on Highly Dysfunctional. We gotta find out.
Where'd that go to? Who got that?
We're gonna lead off with this.
Who did that? So I just shied away from music, man. Like, all right, I wrote out. No, I wrote poor folks. I am good day. And if you hear my records, you can hear that in them.
No, I can hear it. When I heard this shit, I said, all right, you must be the pen behind the hits.
Oh, Eddie Kane, or David Ruff, or Lionel Richie, you know, Zane, whatever. Can nobody else
Talk
say?
about it. Talk about it.
So yeah, man, I left that scene, man, and just went back to the same shit that made me maintain Jesus Christ, a steady diet of self. I just went celibate for a while. I was tired of being distracted, and and just really got my me back, and got into retail and mental health. Now I'm selling my music as mental health. I want cannabis in the hands of men that can't quite put it together. Maybe you can't change your tire. Maybe you can't lead a family yet. You don't know who you are yet. Let's help you win some internal battles. So we just working on this program called Finding Your You, and its identity. Your favorite color started. Your favorite song. What weather could you do without? And what did your parents do? Well, could you live like them with a credit score and be where you from and Mac it? Just the basic essentials. And then who you dating? Do they know your favorite color and favorite song? And if they don't, why the fuck is they your person? So yeah, man, we got that program here. And we just, doing everything through the Tisdale Foundation, my nonprofit organization. And that's basically what we own is just mental health. A lot of men, happy wife, happy life. Bitch, you about 50? You got about 15 years to be here. You gonna make that motherfucker happy and never smile? So
You're
that's
gonna
what,
try.
yeah. So that's where we at, man.
When you think about people, give me one word or one sentence.
Easy to give advice and hard to follow. People, what did they do to Jesus?
You have to break that down for me, sir.
Remember when they took him? Remember he told Peter, "You'll deny me 3 times before the rooster crows." No, I won't, Rabbi. Well, shit. Wasn't you with the
So
G
it
then?
did.
No, I wasn't with him.
They did
Like
it
him.
anyway.
No.
Did it
I'm
anyway.
saying people's gonna turn on you. You're gonna feed people that ain't gonna give a damn. You're gonna help people that's gonna hand you over to sinful men. It's just how people live. Like I said, LeBron's the greatest we've seen in the last 15 years. But they won't cheer for him. They remembering old champions now. Anything that is not
What they had
yeah, anything is
from used to,
anything that makes him
basically.
live up to a standard now. Fuck that. They want some new rules. This is the new platinum. This is 1 million streams. I ain't gotta make 1 million motherfuckers get out of the car and go get no music. You can't hold me to that. You gotta this is the new thing, so they making their own laws. So the old ones are nothing.
That's a fact. And the longer you play, and the longer you do anything, you're gonna see yourself become the villain. And
Like
that's a
who you gonna
fact.
cheer for when LeBron gone? Like really?
Gotta find someone else. They ain't found nobody else yet.
Can Greek Freak sell as many jerseys as LeBron?
No, I can't.
Well,
And
can Wimbledon? Can any of these motherfuckers sell as many jerseys? If LeBron don't play in his All-Star game, I ain't watching it. You feel me? It's like watching Roy Jones not box again, or watching boxing after Mike Tyson.
watching boxing after Mike Tyson, that was horrible. I
Shit.
don't, I don't even know if
Still
it's been
is.
the same since. It has never been the same.
Nah, man.
That whole
Hell
generation
no.
of fighters,
We
even the
talking
ones,
20 years, man.
it ain't never been the same.
I can't watch this bullshit. Feel like I'm watching mud wrestling. You
Mhm.
know? Or some silly shit. Roller derby.
That's how it feels with hip hop, then, right? What you saying right
Yeah,
now?
that's what I was getting at.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Feel like I'm watching mud wrestling.
Mm-hmm. That's a fact, man. When you think about the world, what comes to mind? One word, one sentence.
Evolution. Everything evolves. The dinosaur is now the gator.
What's that?
Evolution. Everything evolves. Like Dr. J, Dominique could really jump. But hell, now the forward's got a jump shot. And he's 7'5". And he blocks every damn shot everybody shoots. You remember the day of the little point guard that used to give the ball up and go back down and not turn it over?
Mm-hmm.
Now he dunks on people and he scores 30 points. So everything evolves into something else, like college football. Like that's the new pro now. It's funner to watch than pro football.
Football.
Yeah, yes, they say. I haven't really got with the new style of things. I don't know. Just I fell out of touch with the new shit. The whole football thing. Even basketball is just a March Madness type of thing for me right now. As
I
far as the
love it, man, that you can pay anybody. Indiana won the damn championship.
that was a good game too.
Yeah, man, I didn't think they would beat Miami, but they hung everybody's ass off a high ass.
Mm-hmm.
Like shit, if we can pay anybody, this is the new pro, cause it ain't rigged yet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, but then when you think about gambling and everything like that, I mean, soon they
NFL's rigged. We seen the bastard kick it out the end zone, not the cover.
yeah, it's definitely rigged. But how far does it go? So everything's gonna be rigged now. When you get the money involved and you get to bet on shit, it's gonna be rigged, man.
Pete Rose, man, bet on yourself.
You see what they did to him. They,
Yeah, so that's why I said I think we due for a reset, like when Nappy Roots came through the first time, breath of fresh air, and then everything will get recreative again,
mm,
and then and it'll just be a new way to do things. But now that hip hop is moving and shows are now pulling up, you remember how Rap City used to? Damn, they was in Texas last week.
Mm.
This week they in,
On location.
yeah. So now it's moving around again. To me, it's just starting all over.
mm, reset. So how do we get the artist the money though? Because I
I
hear a
think
lot of complaints and
I
the
think the
money still
money is
spread out.
in. Well, I sell mine in strands. I think this will make me the new Barry Cordy, hopefully,
Mm,
and to where we can got a strand of this strand for this artist, then we can support them and still get our fix.
mm,
Good dope sell itself. You remember that? Remember
mm.
your uncle them used to tell you that?
Yeah, I know.
All you got to do is be there and have it.
Mhm. So give me one more thing, man. This year we in January, man. Tell me some things that you want to happen this year.
This year, I want to finish the movie. I'm writing the dispensary, but we in the country, so we gonna call it the Re. We ain't got time to be saying the whole damn word. We lazy.
Re.
Yeah, we over here at the Re. Yeah, the bastard. Yeah, he's there at the Re. Not the dispensary, but the Re. Gonna do that, and I'm dropping my latest single, called Rhythm. Rhythm, brother to the night. The funk in your left thigh. Yeah, up your left thigh. Right down your left thigh to make you want it in your right. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean. And
Man.
if I don't know what you mean, the way you said it, you're gonna make me go find out what you mean.
Yeah. So I'm dropping Rhythm. It's on my last project that we just dropped called The Last 7 Grams. What
Lab
hit,
7 grand.
what do you hear when what goes off in your head when you hear, dog, we on the last 7 gram?
That's
Who?
the last. It's game time. it's,
That mean you
it's
ain't smoking
game.
with our motherfucker around you.
Uh,
You'll wait till everybody leave before you light up. Uh,
uh,
And me and mine.
yeah, this gotta last till Thursday till that money hit that card.
yeah.
So the
Mhm.
last 7 grams, and what does that mean to you? So
It's game time to me.
yeah, it got
So the
songs like
last.
what city do you fit in at night?
Mm,
What city do you fit in at night? What would you do? Who would you meet and what would you like? What
Chad,
city?
you look like you're a Vegas type of nigga, Chad. Like you're a little freaky.
No, I'm a freak. The city that come to mind is Minnesota.
Why Minnesota though?
Prince and Apollona. Thinking about it, my Najee 12 before it's over. Rolling up now. Let me please do me. Ambition is jagged as mountain, as wide as the sea. Close my eyes real tight. Smelling Atlanta, 2-piece from Popeye, and a strawberry Fanta. Grown, favorite holiday, Halloween. Problemo, New York City or New Orleans. You dig it?
I dig it. We go end it on that. That shit was some fly shit. Say one more thing.
Nope.
Shout out to the real, highly dysfunctional.
Hey, shout out to the real. This is highly dysfunctional. Roll something up. Hell, you getting on my nerves.
Yo, yo, man, you're one of my favorite people I ever met my whole life.
Appreciate you, pimping.
Yo, Chad, I see you again next week. You know what I'm saying? Play my
Yes,
music,
sir.
music right now. Shout out to the real. Shout out to the fake. Shout out to that nosy bitch. You better stay in your place. Get it live. Know your friends ain't friends ain't your friends.
Hey, hey. That's when you're cutting hearts, to start the spade game out.
Mm.
Right
Cutting the
My
hearts.
friend.
there.
First hand cutting.
Man,
Shout out to the real. Appreciate you, Big V.
pimp
History,
hard.
snappy roots, my history, things I grew up on. Thank you for being a part of the show today. Big V, Chad the Saga. Chad, you ain't put no work in today on the
And it
show.
worked out. And it worked out. It worked out
Yeah,
to a
because we had
T.
Big V did his thing, but what if Big V
Hey,
wanted to be,
legends stay legends.
Oh,
I knew Big V was going to do his thing.
nah, I'm
Kind of
joking.
like cruise control, cruise control.
Nah, I'm joking. I love you, Chad. Shout out to the real. Big V, Nappy Roots. This is the new. We'll see you next week. I might be late, but don't you be, because I will be there. You make sure you will be. Get in line, punk. Let's